Okay, so thank you everybody for coming along tonight. For those of you who I don't know, my name is Jo Ross and I am the founder of Travel Tribe. Now, Travel Tribe really came into being, when I think about it, probably about 5.5 years ago when I was first diagnosed with breast cancer. I just had my 33rd birthday and was living life. I had a crazy corporate career, working 6 days a week, 10-hour days, plus I had a 2-hour commute, and I also had a 200-acre horse and cattle property. At the time, I was in a pretty toxic marriage and was not looking after myself in any way at all, and suddenly got diagnosed with breast cancer. So that obviously led me to make some pretty big choices in life. And one of them was the kind of, life I wanted to live. When I really started looking at how I was living life, it wasn't making me happy. And ultimately, that's what we're here. We all want to live a happy and healthy life. So I started looking into treatments and what I could do to help my health. And one of the things I did was a juice diet. I did that for 5 weeks, and over the course of the 5 weeks, my tumour actually shrunk to half its size. So that was pretty amazing. And then I had surgery to have the rest removed, and I can gladly say I'm healthy today. So from that journey, it led me into looking into, like the power of fruits and veggies. It's been amazing what it's been able to do for my body. And that then led, to me changing everything in my life. I've then been working in family daycare for a couple of years and absolutely loved it. Had a new career, had a new house, had a new partner, but we wanted to go traveling. We absolutely love traveling, both overseas, and we dreamed of being able to travel around Australia. Was never going to happen having a traditional business. You're locked in working at set hours because you've got people relying on you, and you're always swapping time for money. You've got a dollar value on your head, basically. So when I saw a post on Facebook from a lady who was actually closing down her family daycare business because she was making a better income online, I sent her a message and I said, "Hey, can I ask what it is that you're doing?" And she sent me a video to watch, and on it was information similar to what you're going to see here tonight. I jumped straight in because what I saw made a lot of sense to me. And then within 6-7 months of me joining this online business, I was able to close down my family daycare. I then was able to retire my hubby from his plastering job. We sold up our house. We have bought our big giant caravan, and we're now traveling Australia. We got to Tasmania from Queensland, only last week, and planning on spending 4 months down here now. So this has been an amazing opportunity for us, and I now get to travel the world sharing it with, as many people as I can. I've been blessed that we now have 160 beautiful women in our team, and tonight we've got 3 more who are joining us and launching their business. So what I would like to do is, first of all, tell you a little bit about the products. So every business has products, and ours are amazing. This is the products that we use. I'm just going to put me on spotlight. I'm not sure if I am. Okay, so this is the products that we use. They're called Juice Plus. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of them before. I hadn't when I first came across these about 20 months ago. It's amazing because they've been in Australia for over 20 years and they've been available worldwide for over 30. Now, what's in here is nothing but fruits, vegetables, and berries. Now, for me, that was amazing to learn that there is nothing artificial in here whatsoever. So when you look on the back of here, it actually has a food label. So the veggies have got carrot, cabbage, kale, broccoli, beetroot, tomato, garlic, parsley, spinach, oat bran, and rice bran. Now, that is a food label that's on there. These are actually TGA, the Therapeutic Goods Association of Australia, which is our highest and most quality standard board to get food passed by, has approved these as whole food products. So for somebody like me who's trying to get as much fruit and veg into my body as possible, that is fantastic. Now, when I first heard about this, my first question was, how on earth do they get 27 different fruits and veggies and berries into these little capsules? So what they actually do is we have third generation farms. So that means that for 3 generations, they have no herbicides and no pesticides used on the produce that's grown. So that's better than organic, because with organic, they only have to be 5 years pesticide free. So these are third generation. All of the fruit and veg is non-GMO. And what happens is the crops are left to vine ripen. Now that's when the maximum amount of nutrition is actually put into the little fruits and veggies. You know, these days we go to Coles and Woolies and we pick up a tomato and it's like a pale, pasty yellow color. There's no red in there anymore. You know, our avocados are rock solid and then they're gas ripened. Our fruit and veg is left in cold storage for so long. And so we're not getting that peak nutrition even when we try to eat our fruit and veg. So what happens with these is the fruit and veg is vine ripened, and then within 24 hours, it's shipped off to the plant where the whole fruit and veg is washed, crushed, and then very, very slowly freeze dried at about 1 degree. What that does is let the water evaporate, the sugars ferment off, and what you're left with is the powder with all of the live enzymes. Now that powder is then encapsulated into a vegan capsule. So there's no animal products in here whatsoever. Even the capsule is made from tapioca starch, and it's completely dissolvable as well. So if you're not the kind of person who likes taking capsules, you can throw this in a juice or a smoothie and it will completely dissolve. So yeah, it's encapsulated, and it's encapsulated to stop the oxidization process. So, and then shipped off to us. So we've got 27 different fruits, vegetables, and berries in here. Now, the world, you know, the Australian standard tells us that we need 5 veggies and 2 serves of fruit every day. According to the statistics at the moment, less than 5% of Australian adults are getting that, and it's even less for children. So when we look at just the sound of that is just absolutely terrible. The World Health Organization tells us that we actually need between 9 and 13 serves of organic fruit and veg to combat the pollutions and the toxins that are in our world today. So when you think about that, there's no wonder we've got so much sickness and disease happening in our world. So that's what our capsules are about. Then we actually have kids products, because, you know, our kids are fussy. Most kids don't like eating their veggies. I did family daycare. I had 4 little boys under the age of 4, and it was a battle to get them to eat their apple and their banana, let alone vegetables. So what we've been doing is Juice Plus has been for over 10 years doing the world's largest children's health study. So what we have is exactly the same ingredients as what's in the capsule, but they mix it with fruit pectins and tapioca starch, and they turn it into a little chewy. So kids think it's a lolly. It's like the red and green frog lollies. These are absolutely delicious. I buy them for myself as lollies, and they have a little bit of the fruit juice mixed in with them, and it's less than 1 gram of sugar. So it's just incredible. 17 different fruits and veggies that they get, completely free. So if you've got a child between the age of 4 and 18 years of age, these come completely free for 4 years. So your kids can have the veggies that were mentioned before, as well as apple, pineapple, cranberry, cherry, orange, peach, papaya, date, prune, and beetroot, all in these. They think that they're lollies. You know, you can use them as bribery and blackmail to get your kids to eat the other veggies. So that's amazing. What we've also done is, over the course of that study that's been happening, we've been getting the parents to fill in a survey. So we've done the world's largest children's health study. And what's been proven is that children who are taking the Juice Plus Chews have less days off school sick, they're on less medication, they eat more fruit and veggies, they drink more water, and they have better concentration in school. So if you're thinking that your child could definitely do with more fruits and veggies in their life, that's a really, really easy way to do it. The next product that we have is very new to Australia. We've only had it here for about 4 or 5 months. It is our omegas. Now, this is so fantastic because finally there is an omega blend. Now, so many people have been taking a fish oil and a krill oil, which is great because we do need our omegas. Our body cannot make omega. We have to ingest it. But getting our omegas from a fish source these days can be really, really dangerous. All of the big fish that they get the omegas from these days have got so much, pollution, and there's a risk of mercury and all that sort of thing. So what Juice Plus has done is fish actually get their omegas from the algae they eat. So instead of squeezing the fish to get the oil out, we've just gone straight to the algae. Like, I don't understand why we weren't doing this before, because it just makes so much sense. So as well as getting it from algae, we also get it from pomegranate seeds, raspberry seed, sea buckthorn, tomato, and safflower oil. So that gives us not only an omega-3, but the full range of omegas that we need. Now, omegas are absolutely vital for brain and heart health. They have been proven to lower cholesterol rates. Any pregnant mums out there, it's vital to have omegas for growing babies. And there's a whole pile of studies that are being done on, how amazing these are. I know my hubby absolutely loves them for his joints. He has a really, really bad knee, but since being on omegas, it's completely changed everything for him. He can now go for a walk and a bike ride every single day. So he loves those. And then the very last product that we have is our protein powders. Now, for a lot of people, when they hear about shakes and things like that, they're just like, no, I don't do shakes. I used to be exactly the same as that. Most shakes that you buy in the chemist and over the counter, that sort of thing, are all based on whey protein and milk products. These are completely based on veggies, but they taste amazing. They come in chocolate and vanilla, but what's actually in here is a chickpea powder, pea protein, rice protein, soy protein, broccoli, alfalfa, radish, aramat, quinoa, pumpkin, pomegranate, spirulina, yucca, mushroom, all of those amazing veggies. So all of your macronutrition. The capsules look after your micronutrition, and these look after your macronutrition. So what's also in here is niacin. Now, niacin is actually a natural mood enhancer. It's found in most veggies, but because we've got so many veggies in here, we've actually got some really great testimonials from people who've been taking these products for a while, and they've actually been able to either reduce or get off some of their antidepressant and anti-anxiety medication. So it's really amazing the power of fruits and veggies when you start to get that into your body. These also contain less sugar than half a banana. So for anybody who's looking for weight loss, these can be a great help to your diet. I know I'm a breakfast skipper, always have been. I just don't eat in the mornings. So I have one of these. I have a warm lemon juice in my capsules, and about 10 o'clock every morning, I have a chocolate frappe mixed with water and ice and one of these, and it's absolutely amazing. I love it. Couldn't get through my day without it. So that's just a brief overview about our products. And then what we also have is our program. So Juicy Body Transformation. It's all run online. It's all on Facebook. Everybody gets free access for life. Now, what we're about is not deprivation and diets or anything like that, but family-friendly recipes that are just about swapping out the bad ingredients and putting in some of the more whole foods. So we've got incredible recipes for the two I always talk about because they're my favorite are the sweet potato brownies. So there's no flour, there's no sugar. They're made from sweet potato, but they are the most chocolatey, delicious things you'll ever eat. There's also chocolate chip biscuits made, again, no flour and no sugar, but from a can of chickpeas. So if you've got fussy kids, if you don't tell them, they will never, ever know the difference that they're getting all of their protein and all their vitamins and minerals while eating a chocolate chip biscuit. So it's really great for school lunches. So that's kind of about what we're about. We're just about helping people get more whole foods into their bodies because we know how hard it is for busy working families these days. And, we know how expensive it is to try and get organic food and get all those fruits and veggies into you as well. So rather than continue to listen to me, what I'd like to do now is we've got some beautiful people to share with us tonight who've been on the products for a little while. First of all, I'm going to cross over to Molly. Molly, can you take yourself off mute for me?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
That's good. So could you tell us, how did Juice Plus come into your life and what's been your experience with the products?
Okay, so I was on Facebook and Kylie had put up a post, and I just started talking to her about it, asking some questions, and I really loved the information she got back to me with. I watched a video, and the stories that people had from taking Juice Plus was amazing. So I thought I would try it. Since taking it, my skin is so much better. I used to have severe acne, so now getting my skin to where I want it to be is just amazing. And my nails are growing fast, my hair's growing fast, and also I found my digestive system is also a lot better, which is great. But I've honestly loved it, and I cannot recommend it enough.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, we don't normally like to talk about the poo stories and things like that, but everybody says that, hey, that their digestive system just works so much
it's
better.
so true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing.
No worries.
Okay, I'm now going to go and find Nikki. Nikki, can you take yourself off mute for me?
Hello everyone, how are you going?
Let me just try and find you. I can't find you. We've got so many beautiful people on here. There you are. How are you tonight?
Good.
That's good. So can you just let us know, how did Juice Plus come into your life, and what's been your story for you and your family?
I've been trying the product since March last year, and I was originally introduced by trying different products, because my husband and I were living fast, working long hours at work, and takeout every week. And anyway, a few years ago, he was also diagnosed with cancer, and that shocked us so much because he was my rock. I depended on him to do the other things, and suddenly there was none of that. He just got sick. He went into hospital and got chemo and everything like that, and we got through it. But it shook us as a family, and we changed our perspective of, crap, we're running out of time, things are changing for us, and what can we do? And it made us think, why do we want to work 24/7 all the time? So that was a start, and then we started eating healthier, and we're trying a different product. But we lost weight, but it wasn't enough because Darren is lactose intolerant, couldn't eat. He felt sick afterwards with the product, so we changed it, and we met you, Joe, who introduced us to Juice Plus. So going from constantly working and having no energy and helping my husband get through that time and looking after 2 kids and stuff like that was really hard. So even a couple of years later, it was still hard because we were still working hard. So we ended up going on the product, and we had more energy, and we could focus more on what we needed to do. And we felt that things just felt easier. My husband was able to take Juice Plus, all the products, without getting a tummy ache. And then my daughter also had problems this year with, she started getting bruises all over her body and stuff like that. And we were eating healthier, probably 3 to 5 veggies a night. We put her on a healthier eating plan, but she was still coming out with bruises. Took her to the, she got black eyes and she was tired all the time. We took her to the doctors, and they said that she had a kidney failure and that she had to improve with her diet more. So we put her on Juice Plus with the shakes and then the capsules after that. And then her bruises started leaving in 3 days. And then a couple of weeks after that, she had more energy and stuff like that, and her black eyes started going and stuff. So we took her back to the doctor to get her assessed, and it was all clear.
Oh, that is so amazing.
It was really hard because it just brought back all the emotions that I had a few years prior, and then I thought, if it wasn't for this product, we wouldn't have 2 of our wonderful family members.
Yeah.
So eating the way we were and the constant busyness of life just made us think twice about what we were doing.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing, and I'm so happy for you and your daughter. That is just incredible. Thank you, Nikki. Okay, I'm going to go on. Is Simone on here tonight? You are. You there, Simone? Yay, you made it.
It's always a close one.
So, Simone, can I ask you, how did Juice Plus come into your life, and how have you found the products?
So Juice Plus came into my life by my sister-in-law going back a year and a half or ish. And she was on them, and she was like, oh, give them a go. There's free chews for the kids and all that. So I tried them, but I hadn't changed anything in my lifestyle, still drinking V's every day and all that. And so they made no change for me. So I was like, oh, I give up on these. And then I saw Joe's post about earning some extra money and all that, and I contacted Joe. And she said, well, try them without drinking the V's and see how you go. Anyway, I found a drastic change in my energy levels and everything like that. And it also, I've suffered from low iron since my children were born. So afterwards, I went to a doctor as well, and they're like, your iron levels are really high after 3 odd months on them consistently. So yeah, I was really impressed, and I've been on them since. And my kids are on the chews now too, so they ask for their lollies every morning.
Gotta love that, blackmailing the kids with fruit and veggies.
Oh, definitely. It's the best thing ever. Lollies, breakfast.
And I'm very glad to hear that you finally cut those V's out of your life. They are toxic.
Oh, they are toxic, aren't they?
Yes.
I got home from work and I'm feeling lethargic, and I'm like, you know what? I might just make myself a shake. Mm-hmm. So I'm having a shake while I'm making dinner.
Yeah, they're awesome for energy. All right, thank you so much. I know you've had a huge day. Thank you for sharing with us.
That's good night.
See ya. All right. So that's just a few of the stories, and you know they're also very, very different. So Juice Plus is not a magic pill. We don't know what it's going to do for a person. It's just fruits, vegetables, and berries. You know, and then we've got all of the macronutrition as well with the shakes. So if you're feeling like your diet, you know, could do with tweaking, or you know you're not eating as well as you should, or like the ad on TV says, if hot chips and tomato sauce are 2 of your food groups every day, highly recommend that, you know, you think about adding some of this into your diet and just seeing what it can do for you. So what I'd like to do now is, as you know, there is a business behind this. So I'd like to introduce you to my beautiful friend, Katrina, who actually introduced the business to me. She's going to run us through a little bit about the business tonight, because you're all here to help support your friends, and you want to know a little bit about what it is they're getting into.
Yay! Thank you, darling. I'm so excited, and I'm so honoured to get to share all this tonight for our beautiful launches. Well done, girls. Honestly, it's one of the best opportunities that you'll take, and I can say that hand across my heart, because it literally has changed my life, and it's even more rewarding getting to see the people that you introduce change their life, just like Joe has. So exactly right, I get to talk about the beautiful mission that we've got behind Juice Plus. Now, I'm not going to lie, I didn't always understand it to be beautiful. I was very skeptical. I wasn't sure what online work meant. I wasn't sure if it was a get-rich-quick scheme, or, you see so many things pop up these days. But what I did is I went to an event just like this, but it was a real live one. So I went there and I got to meet all these people, and the stories really touched me, and I couldn't get past the fact that it was super real. But a lot of the things were explained to me and made me see this in a totally different light. So I'm going to try and explain the same things to you guys in hopes to really get you to see how beautiful this is and what these girls and their mission is going to be from now on. So basically, my first one was that I didn't understand the structure of a business like this. Now, we hear lots of misconceptions about how a business like this is run. But what I'm going to explain to you guys is a little diagram that made so much sense to me. Oh, sorry. So when I came into this business, I was working 2 traditional jobs. Both of them, I was a sole trader. So I was CEO of my own business. But to be able to start that, I had to work in retail for 7 years to save up enough money to do so. So when I came into retail, I started down the bottom like this as a little checkout chick. I worked at a big attraction in Surfers Paradise, if anybody's familiar with the Gold Coast. So I dealt with a lot of long shifts, a lot of overtime, a lot of weekend work, a lot of late nights, a lot of public holidays, working and swapping a dollar figure for my hour. All right, so a lot of you guys are used to that. We have a fee, we have a wage, and then we get paid a certain amount at the end. What I did is I worked here for 7 years, and it worked, right? There was a CEO at the top, and all this top of the triangle up here was family run, because it was run by a family. So there was no progression after here. In my 7 years, I did really well. I got to a management position. What I didn't like, though, is that I had to step over people in order to do that. So there was a lot of bitchiness, there was a lot of backstabbing and things like that didn't make me feel very good. But I knew that I had a strong work ethic, and I wanted to progress. I didn't want to just stay in the same spot. At the light at the end of the tunnel, though, that I was thinking I was going to be able to be a CEO. I was going to have my own dance studio, because that's where my skill set lies in teaching dancing. So I thought this would be it for me. That would be my freedom, that I could get back some time, and I could start to create some kind of financial success for me and my family. What I did find, though, was at the top here, all the money that I was making was getting taken out. So I was quite upset in this traditional retail position that I couldn't reach CEO, because there was no spot for progression. But when I had my own and I was a CEO, I realized that it was really hard to get a business off the ground, especially for the first couple of years, because everything that I was making was going back out. I was paying rent, I was paying bills, I was paying utilities, I was paying wages, I was paying insurance, all sorts of different things. And very little of it was coming back into my family and my kids' life at that stage. The other thing that I realized was that having a business was like having a baby. You literally couldn't go anywhere because you had to look after it. People were calling me all the time. The responsibilities were immense. So I wasn't finding the financial gain or the actual freedom. I wasn't getting time freedom as well. So I did this, and I struggled in this for close to 8 years. And it really didn't get much better. I kept kind of hoping, they say that a business can take 10 years to really see it. But I got introduced to this a couple of years ago, and so be it. Now, this is my full-time job, so it started to out-earn it. But what I really liked about this was that same kind of principle. We all started at the bottom. A Juice Plus business is unlimited. There's no person sitting at the top, and I really like that, because it gives you the freedom to move wherever you like. Our pinnacle position is called NMD, and unlike traditional work, which we were normally in, there's not just one spot of it. It's unlimited. So any one of these people can reach the top. In fact, the only way to get to the top is to help other people do it as well. So I find that really cool, because these guys, they might be happy with, say, $500, $2,000 a month. Whereas these guys, if they really have a drive and they want to exchange their career at the moment, they can find this and fund themselves to a CEO position in less than 2 years. And to me, that made sense, because I am somebody who craves freedom. I know I'm a hard worker. I could see that the system wasn't hard, and I loved the product. I understood the product. I knew people needed to be healthier. As a holistic health person, I understood that fruits and veggies are integral and they were not getting enough of them. And business-wise, it made a lot of sense to me. What I also really loved as a female who wanted to support other females was that there was no stepping over anybody. We each had our own business. We each got the ability to rise as high as we wanted, and we could support each other in the effort to do so. So definitely made sense to me. And when I seen it like this, all those kind of pyramid ideas and everything went out of my head, because I realized exactly how smart it was and why it is gaining so much momentum over, you know, especially over the last 2 years that I've been involved. Network marketing has absolutely boomed because ladies are taking back their freedom. You know, like once you get to an NMD position, that kind of income creates so many options. And to be able to do that in, you know, less than 2 years, people are doing it these days, aren't they, Joe? So that's just really amazing. It's amazing to see the power of it all happening. So the other thing that I was concerned about and that working with such a large team now I've realized is really, really normal and quite important is that people don't want to sell to their family and friends. They don't want to sell. They don't want to have to push people. And most of them feel like they don't know enough people to make something like this work anyway. What I want to explain to you guys is what happened in my business and what really eased me into this. So when I came into the business, I linked arms first up with one of my girlfriends, Miranda. Now, I didn't even reach out to Miranda. I just shared my results on the product. And she said to me that her little boy and her family were having a lot of health issues and she wanted to give them a go. So she wanted to come to an information night much like this to hear about the products. Then she watched the business side and she said to me, you know what, I want to jump on the business with you because I think more people need to know about this product. Miranda then went out and shared it with so many people. Now her team has gone over to New Zealand because they've shared it with people. And then, of course, I met Jo online. Jo's done exactly the same thing. She's linked arms with people who linked arms with people who've linked arms with people. And since then, you know, I've met new friends like Desi and Ash and some other beautiful people. And over time, it has just blossomed out and it starts to gain a momentum that you can no longer stop. Okay, because people are on a journey. They want to do it. They can start to see the impact and the contribution that something like this gives, and they get really motivated way beyond what you can control. And, you know, I really like to do this because I am the epitome of how easy this works, because now 2 years sitting into this business, I have a team of about 400 people just because I reached out to Miranda and Jo initially. Then they reached out to people who reached out to people who reached out to people. And now we've got beautiful girls like Gabby and Amy joining the team through reaching out to people. So it's really cool. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about is how we actually get paid. So many times in a business like this, you hear about people earning money, but you're unsure of how it actually happens. I like to be really transparent and show you exactly how it happens. And then once you join the team, we lay it all on the table and try and help you pick up absolutely as much as possible, because we understand how much freedom this can give you. And we're really passionate about making sure that that flows on to you guys as well. But when you first join the team, all we need you to do is a method called UTR. And that's use the product, talk about the product, and share the results. It's really that simple, guys. I know it sounds crazy, but that is all we do as a Juice Plus representative. We use the product and we share what it does to our bodies. Now, I absolutely love Juice Plus because I've come to realize that they're a company that's been around for 30 years, right? So they know what they're doing. In those 30 years, not once have they ever paid any kind of advertising or marketing fee, because they rely directly on the customers to talk about the product and share the results. So what that leaves is a massive surplus of income and profit up here, because they don't pay advertising, they don't pay marketing, they don't pay celebrity endorsements, they don't pay for billboards or TV advertising. It all goes over here, and then it goes straight back to the customers who talk about the product. And I think that's beautiful and such an honest way of marketing, and it's obviously why it's been so successful in the 30 years that it's been around. Now, not only is it that quite simple, I mean, it's still hard work. You still go out and you still do things, but it's really a simple process. So that to me was easy because I knew that if I had a system to follow and it was that simple, I could do it in my stolen moments around the work that I already had. In this industry though, I really like the fact that we get paid 3 ways. A lot of our jobs, we just get paid a traditional wage. We might get a bonus at Christmas time if we're lucky, but it's very unlikely. In this one, we have access to 3 different income streams, and it's absolutely exponential as to how often and how fast you can earn that. So the first one is retail profit. Then we have what we call a commission, which is like your team's performance. And then we have our bonuses. Okay, so retail profit is really simple. It just means whenever we pass on a customer to Juice Plus, they put money in our bank account for doing so. So we don't have to stock the product, hold the product, ship the product, anything like that. Juice Plus takes care of all of it. We just connect them to a potential customer and they put money in our bank account for doing so. Okay, not only is the money coming in, but then you're also going to get that person turning around and saying, thank you so much, I feel amazing. You know, like some of the stories that we've got to share are phenomenal. So they're just as important as the retail profit. Then we have this one that comes in, and it's probably my favorite because it's what starts to create a residual income, which really, once you see the power and the magic of a residual income, can really transform your life. I'm going to talk about the bonuses tonight because they're probably the easiest and the quickest to explain and understand. But when I do, please imagine that it is still only 1/3 of the way we get paid. So it looks fun, it looks exciting, but there's a hell of a lot more on the table there for these girls to grab. All right, so when we come in, we move to our first position, which is DVF, normally within around 10 days. Now that one is a $100 bonus straight away, just to thank you for jumping on board and show a little bit of appreciation. Then we move to SDVF within the first month, and it's about a $400 bonus. And every time you teach somebody to do that, you also get $400. So there's somebody there invested in your success. And that's what I really enjoy too, because it means that you're never going to get thrown in the deep end and just go, okay, off you go. There's always someone that's there to help and support and guide you through anything that you find challenging. Then you get to SC, which is a $600 bonus, and $600 every time you teach somebody. Then we have SSC, which is a $1,200 bonus, and $1,200 every time you teach someone. Then we got QNMD as a level, and that's a $1,500 bonus and $1,500 every time you teach somebody. And then we have NMD, which is our pinnacle position like I showed at the start, and it's a $3,000 bonus. And your upline, so the person who's taught you, no longer needs a teaching bonus at that stage because they're probably an NMD, and at NMD it's normally around an 80 to 100 grand residual income each year. Now that is really cool. Remember how I was talking about you can achieve this? So I seen a lot of potential in this, and when I came in I had a lot of desire to move forward. I was so sick of being broke. I was so sick of telling my children no to do things. I was sick of telling my girlfriends I couldn't come out to lunch. All those little things that might not seem like much, but they're really debilitating to your self-worth. So when I came in and I seen this and I thought, you know what, I can do it. I'm no one special, but I can understand the system and I'll work it. So I moved from our virtual franchisee to NMD in about 15 months. So I went from being a broke single mum to having almost a 6-figure income in less than 2 years. And that's what I really want to get you guys excited about, because that's what's on the table for you, every single one of you, especially the ones that are already invested in the team and are working towards it. Because when I seen this, you know, I had doubts, I had all that stuff, but just keep working, girls. Like, this is an amazing opportunity, and the freedom to do it from your own home, around your family, travel, do all that kind of stuff is absolutely so, so, so rewarding. Okay, but that's it from me. I'm going to shoot over to Jo and we can hear from our other lovely launches.
Thank you so much, Kat. That was a brilliant explanation of it, and you can just tell how passionate you are and love seeing how much it has changed your life. So yes, that is what we've all come here to hear tonight. We're here to hear from our beautiful friends. So first of all, I might shoot over. Mathilda, you're the first one I can see on my screen, so I'm going to pick you. Could you take yourself off mute for me?
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you going?
Good. So could you share with everybody, how did this Juice Plus business come into your life, and what's been your experience so far?
Okay, well, Juice Plus came into my life because of my gorgeous sister, Molly. And she started posting all these posts on Facebook, first of all, about getting herself on the capsules and everything like that. And I think it was just after Christmas, she asked if I'd seen her posts and everything like that. And I said, yeah, I have. What are they about and everything? Because I have a 6-month-old daughter. So my energy levels have been low ever since and tired all the time and everything like that. So she said, you'd probably be good on the product, and would you be interested in the business side of things as well? And then that's when I had a little chat with you, Kylie and Molly, and learned a little bit more about it. And I started myself on the capsules as well to begin with. And yeah, signed up and haven't looked back.
Awesome. So what is it that's got you excited for the future? Like, what are you hoping this is going to be for you?
It makes me really excited because I'm a stay-at-home mum and I'd like to keep it that way. So I think mainly it gives me an opportunity to be the stay-at-home mum that I want to be, live a healthy life, help people live that life as well, and help my partner out with all costs with kind of like everyday life and the house and everything like that. I think it's not easy. I figured that out already in the month I've been doing it. But it's definitely worth it. And I'm home every day with my daughter, which I love, and I hope to keep working towards that.
Yeah, awesome. So this is just going to be, I'm so excited for what this is going to be for you in your future, for you and your family. Get that family time back, and also a little bit more financial freedom, take the pressure off.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
No, thank you.
All right. Amy, I can see you next. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, thank you.
That's good. So could you share with your friends and family here tonight, how did the Juice Plus business come into your life, and what's been your experience so far?
So before this business came into my life, I was just studying and looking for a part job that I knew I wouldn't enjoy because it's a bit hard when I'm studying full time. And so when I seen Renee's post online, it got me really excited, and I was interested in to learn more about it. And then and now I'm here, and all the people in here are just friendly and supportive, and it's just such a great atmosphere to be around. And also all the training videos and sessions, I think they're really inspirational. They actually make me really want to succeed and do better in this. And I also really love to help people, so hearing all the amazing stories like on here is just, I'm so excited to be a part of it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. We love having you part of it. So can I ask you, what are you hoping for the future? What would you like this business to be?
Well, I'd really love to be able to travel Australia and just to be able to focus on training my puppy and, just have more freedom. And it's just, I'm really excited to be able to just do more of the things I enjoy in life. And
Wonderful. Thank you. If I can help anybody.
And I'm actually also really excited to see my skin clear up and see all the other benefits from the products too.
Oh, cool. Very good.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, if I can help anybody else be able to get out there and travel Australia, I am so in, because it is an amazing lifestyle and I think everybody should get to do it.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Thank you for sharing. You're doing an amazing job already, and it looks like you're going to have your own team started very shortly.
Thank you.
All right. Now we've got the beautiful Gabrielle. Let me find you. How are you this evening, Gab?
Thanks. How are you?
Good. So could you share with everybody tonight, how did this business come into your life and how have you found it so far?
Well, I actually saw your post, Joe, looking for teamings, and I was interested straight away. And after talking with you, I knew it was something that I wanted to try, and wanting to try the products as well. So, I just thought, why not give it a go, basically.
And how have you found everything so far?
Really good. I love the products. I live a pretty healthy life anyway, but in the last few weeks of being on the products, I've actually lost nearly 3 kilos.
That's amazing.
Without even trying, which is a bonus. And I'm enjoying the work too. I don't always have the time every day to put into it, as I'm still working part-time, but very enthusiastic to put everything I've got into it.
Awesome. And if we're dreaming really, really big, what would you like this to be for the future?
My full-time job, so I can take it anywhere. That is my goal.
Done. Can't wait to see you in a year's time and see exactly where you're at and what you're doing. 2018 is your year.
Fingers crossed.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay, so as you've seen here tonight, we are such a wide variety of people. Like, none of us have got the same story. There's different people from every kind of background, every kind of career, and people have got every kind of goal. But the one thing that we all know is that, you know, fruit, veg and berries, we all need it. It's, you know, getting healthier is never going to go out of style, out of fashion. We're never going to turn on the TV and suddenly they say, oh no, you don't need to eat your veggies anymore. So for us, being able to share this mission with everybody around the world is what lights us up, and the fact that there's a business behind it just makes it even better. So I want to thank you all for coming along to support your friends and family tonight. And if you have any questions from this, that's going to be my only plea, is please just get your questions answered. You know, we love what we do, and we know it's been like a whirlwind trying to fill you guys all in like 45 minutes on what the girls are up to. But we would love to have a chat with anybody who wants more information. And yeah, really love to thank you all again for supporting your friends and family. So thanks a lot, guys.